and thanks for joining us. This is the Signature TV News Update. I am Marvelous Obomman. Now in the headlines. President Muhammad Buhari seeks confirmation of Professor Omotayo as Director General of the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies. Gunmen have killed retired Airforce officer Muhammed Maisaka in Kaduna State. The Economic Community of West African States has resolved to maintain sanctions against Mali and Guinea. Now the news in details. The Senate has received a formal request from President Muhammad Buhari to confirm Professor Ayo Omotayo as Director General of the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies. According to a statement by Israel Tabiwo, a spokesperson to the Senate, President Ahmed Lawan, the request was contained in a letter read on Tuesday during plenary after the chamber resumed plenary for its 18 working days recess. Buhari in the letter sought the confirmation of Professor Ayo Omotayo as Director General of the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies in accordance with Section 5, Paragraph 2 of the NIPSS Act 2004. Professor Ayo is currently the Director of the Center for Planning of the Lagos State University. In 1985, he was appointed as Assistant Lecturer at the Lagos State University and quickly rose through the ranks to become a Senior Lecturer in 1992 at the age of 30 years, 14th August 2019. Governor Abdullahi Sulu has submitted names of nominees of the overseers of the 18 development areas in Nasarawa State to the State House of Assembly for screening and confirmation. Ibrahim Balarabe Abdullahi, the Speaker of the House, announced this after the House Leader, Umaru Tanko Tunga, presented the Governor's request. Balarabe Abdullahi said the overseers, if approved, were to steer the affairs of their development areas for speedy growth of the grassroots. Those nominated were Sadiq Akiri Azara, Yunusa Anwe Bello Akoza, Haruna Muhammad, Yahuza Amadu Na Allah, Muhammad Baba Abdullahi, Dauda Danladi Abu, and Luka Ayele. Others include Yusuf Ibrahim Alta, Moses Amva, Shaibu Umaru Loko, Salihu Adamu, Ibrahim Arafat, Rabo Dakare, Yusuf Samson, Liyasu Miriam, Adamu Omale Agie, and Solomon Bande. There has been controversy over the alleged arrest of a Nigerian Air Force officer, Sergeant Tosabo Solomon, over an alleged connection with the attack on the Nigerian Defense Academy, Kaduna, where 2 officers were killed and another one abducted. According to reports, the suspect Solomon, who is currently attached to the Air Force Comprehensive School, Yola, was arrested on Monday in the Adamawa state capital. An eyewitness told newsmen that Sergeant Solomon was arrested on the order of the base commander as requested by the NDA commander for an offense connected with the recent bandits attack on the Nigerian Defense Academy. However, the Nigerian Defense Academy has denied the arrest of Sergeant Tosabo Solomon over his involvement on the security breach at the academy, refuting claim that he was in its custody. In a statement issued by the NDA spokesman Major Bashir Muhammad Jajira on Tuesday, said the arrested sergeant has no connection with Academy's attack. It further advised the general public to disregard the information trending on the social media, saying the perpetrators of the security breach at the Academy will definitely be apprehended. A retired Air Force officer, Air Vice Marshal Muhammed Maisaka, has been killed by gunmen suspected to be bandits in Rigasa area of Igabi local government area of Kaduna State. The retired military officer, who is also the chief medical director of MSK Hospital in Rigasa, was murdered on Monday night in his residence alongside his grandson. Although the identity of his killers are not yet clear, residents said the attack could be a clear case of assassination. According to Saleh Bala, an eyewitness and in-law to the deceased, the bandits first went to the boy's quarters where they picked his physiotherapist and forced him to lead them into the main house. Bala added that the attackers left the house without stealing anything or threatening anyone further. The Kaduna State Police Public Relations Officer Muhammad Jalige, who confirmed the incident, said the attack occurred in the early hours of Tuesday. Now, for business, the National Bureau of Statistics on Tuesday disclosed that in the first half of 2021, the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory recorded a total of 849.123 billion naira internally generated revenue collection. This was contained in the internally generated revenue at state level for the first half 2021. It said Lagos State has the highest internally generated revenue with 267.2 billion naira, followed by the Federal Capital Territory with 69 billion naira and Rivers State with 57.3 billion naira. According to the report, in the period under review, Yobe State recorded the least IGR with 4 billion naira. The report further revealed that the internally generated revenue was 398.25 billion naira, while in the second quarter it amounted to 450.86 billion naira. On the foreign scene, the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, has resolved to maintain the sanctions it imposed on Guinea while imposing similar ones against the transitional government in Mali. The resolution was part of the outcomes of the ECOWAS Extraordinary Summit of the Authority of Heads of State and Government held on Sunday in Accra, Ghana. Laolu Akande, Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Office of the Vice President, said the summit was convened to review the political situations in Guinea and Mali. Speaking to newsmen at the end of the summit, Oshibanjo noted that African countries had gone beyond military coups as a means of changing political actors, describing coups as unacceptable. He said that ECOWAS heads of state and government would continue to prevail on the military juntas in Guinea and Mali to return their countries to democratic rule. For sports, Rio Ferdinand has called for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to hand over the Manchester United manager's baton after a string of damaging results left the club well off the pace in the Premier League. The Norwegian boss is under intense pressure after a 5-0 home thumping by Liverpool and a one-sided 2-0 defeat at the hands of Manchester City on Saturday. Ferdinand has been one of the many ex-United players to voice support for his former teammate, who led the club to a second-place finish in the league last season. The ex-England defender said France started the season full of hope after the high-profile signings of Cristiano Ronaldo, Jadon Sancho and Rafael Varane. Ferdinand said United had made steady progress during Solskjaer's nearly 3 years at the helm, but now he felt there is a need for a change. Before we end the news, a recap of our major stories. President Muhammad Buhari seeks confirmation of Professor Omotayo as Director General of the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies. Gunmen have killed retired Air Force officer Muhammed Maisaka in Kaduna State. The Economic Community of West African States has resolved to maintain sanctions against Mali and Guinea. Safety and security begin with you. Be patriotic. Report any suspicious activity to law enforcement agencies. Please do stay safe. That's the Signature TV News Update. On behalf of my producer, Obi Chibueze, I am Marvelous Obomman. Thanks for watching.